Nikki never really had to try in life. As a kid, he discovered that if you're good-looking enough, the world hands you cheat codes. He didn't chase girls. They practically fell into his lap. One of his mom's friends even tried to kiss him once. Yep, that kind of weird childhood that either sends you to therapy or turns you into a professional heartbreaker. Guess which one he chose? Fast forward to adulthood. Nikki, now a full-time playboy and part-time freeloader, has absolutely no job, no home, and no plans. But hey, who needs ambition when you've got abs and a smirk that screams, "I'm trouble, but the fun kind"? His survival strategy? Sleep his way into women's lives, and more importantly, their houses. That's how he meets Samantha, a gorgeous woman he spots at a club one night. He turns on the charm, she takes the bait, and by morning, he's not just in her bed. He's mentally redesigning her guest bathroom like he already lives there. Samantha heads to work, and Nikki springs into action. Not to leave, of course, but to cook her breakfast like the perfect boyfriend. Spoiler, the man has never made a proper omelet, but he's got confidence, and that's half the seasoning. He pulls out all the romantic stops to make her feel special, because every sweet gesture is one more night on her memory foam mattress. Samantha doesn't pry. She doesn't ask questions about where he came from or why he never leaves. Over time, they grow closer. Emotionally, physically, financially. Samantha even starts giving him money. That's right, our boy's running a full-time cuddle for cash operation. But Nikki, being Nikki, eventually gets bored. Because love is fun until it gets familiar. So when Samantha invites him on a trip to New York, he fakes an excuse and stays behind. The minute she's gone, he's off to a party at his buddy Harry's place. Another charming dirtbag who treats women like disposable income. Harry, by the way, is the human embodiment of a red flag. Equally hot, equally toxic. At this party, Nikki bumps into his ex, who proceeds to roast him in front of everyone. Does he flinch? Not even a blink. He later hooks up with some random girl upstairs like it's just another Tuesday. The next day, Nikki gets a call from Samantha. He picks up with Oscar-worthy sadness, acting like he's counting the minutes until her return, when in reality, he's shirtless, sipping someone else's champagne. But the universe isn't done with him yet. Samantha, now suspicious, comes home early and walks in on Nikki mid-cuddle with the new girl. Samantha snaps, rightfully, but Nikki, ever the silver-tongued snake, talks her down. They agree to break up and then, confusingly, keep sleeping together. Classic situationship behavior, toxic, tangled, and weirdly comfortable. Then along comes Heather. She's sharp, witty, and immune to Nikki's usual tricks. When he tries his go-to moves, she shuts him down so hard he might as well have tried flirting with a brick wall. Instead of paying for his meal, he leaves his number on a napkin, because of course he does. A few days later, Heather shows up at Samantha's house. She walks in, takes some cash, rejects Nikki again, and leaves like she just dropped off a DoorDash order. Nikki's stunned. His ego? Bruised. His wallet? Even more so. Meanwhile, Samantha's starting to feel something's off. She asks Nikki if he's seeing someone else. He dodges the question like it's a tax audit. Then she vanishes for 2 days, hospitalized, and doesn't tell him why. Something's shifting, and Nikki can feel it. Suddenly, Heather pops back up. This time, swimming in Samantha's pool like she owns the place. Nikki's furious, but she breaks down crying, explaining her little brother was sick. The tears work. Nikki softens. One vulnerable conversation later, they're in bed. But the next morning, Nikki notices something weird. Heather's car. It's luxury. Like, you're definitely not just a waitress luxury. He confronts her, and boom, plot twist. Heather is him. A con artist. While Nikki seduces women, she targets wealthy men. For a second, it's like looking into a mirror. If the mirror had better hair and a killer sense of sarcasm. Shaken, Nikki backs away. Meanwhile, Samantha undergoes a private medical procedure and tells Nikki she wants space. He leaves, just like that, and dives headfirst into a new fling, because emotional depth is not his strong suit. Samantha, sensing her own self-worth bubbling back up, finally kicks him out. Heather? Ghosted him. Harry? Done with him too. With nowhere left to go, Nikki ends up homeless. The Casanova sleeping on cold concrete, dreaming of memory foam and missed chances. He tries to patch things up with Harry, who isn't in the mood. They get into a fight after Nikki defends a waitress from harassment. Harry snaps, telling him, "You've got no job, no home, no friends. and you're out here playing therapist? That hits different. For once, Nikki looks in the mirror and doesn't like what he sees. He tries one last hustle at a hotel, flirts with an older rich woman, gets shut down fast. But just as he's licking his wounds, he runs into Heather again. He apologizes, genuinely this time. Heather, seeing his whole life packed in 2 sad suitcases and a hoodie, offers him a place to stay. At her home, things are different. They reconnect slowly, laugh over cheap wine, and sleep in the same bed, this time without motives. Heather teases him. "You can crash here, but I'm not letting you near the bed, unless I catch feelings. Then we'll talk." Soon after, they start hitting upscale parties together. This time, it's not about scamming. It's about surviving. They support each other, work together, make each other feel seen, like really seen. Nikki even helps her charm a rich guy or two. Progress, right? But just when things seem stable, life throws in the final twist. Heather's wealthy ex proposes. He's got the kind of money that makes private jets look basic. And even though she's falling for Nikki, the temptation of financial security is too strong. She chooses the ring. Nikki's crushed. He begs her not to go through with it. She doesn't even flinch. When he visits her in New York, she pretends he's a delivery guy. Her new husband tips him. Nikki walks away, empty-handed and brokenhearted. But here's the thing. Sometimes rock bottom is the perfect place to rebuild. He makes a promise to himself. No more scams, no more shortcuts. He's going to build something real. He gets a job, an actual one, as a delivery man. It's not glamorous, but it's his. One day, he's sent to Samantha's house. There's a new guy living there, charming, shirtless, flipping pancakes. Nikki watches through the window, not with jealousy, but peace. Because he finally gets it. Life isn't about seduction or luxury. It's about showing up, doing the work, and becoming someone worth loving. He spent his whole life chasing women. But in the end, he found something better, himself.